Thank you. All protocols duly observed. It's a fantastic statement, I can't lie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hear this morning, again, a little bit of inspiration from the founder and CEO of the Disruptive Lab and PointClick Technologies LLC, Malik Khan. There, Malik leads initiatives in cloud technology, cybersecurity, and digital transformation. With a vision for leveraging technology to drive disruptive innovation, Malik has developed PointClick Technologies into a prominent cloud solutions provider, offering secure and scalable cloud infrastructure to businesses worldwide. His work with the Disruptive Lab focuses on fostering next-generation technology solutions and empowering businesses in emerging markets. Known for his thought leadership in the tech industry, Malik advocates for the democratization of technology, aiming to make advanced tech accessible to businesses of all sizes, particularly in developing regions. Through his extensive experience and strategic insight, he has positioned himself as a key player in the global tech landscape with a focus on supporting sustainable innovation and fostering an inclusive digital ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage Malik Khan, founder and CEO of the Disruptive Lab and PointClick Technologies LLC. Welcome, Malik.
Good morning. If I tell you it's an honor to be standing here, it is truly an honor. And I would like to just start by thanking PointClick from Joko Labs Banjul for introducing me to AfriLabs. And yesterday I received this call as soon as I got in my room from Anna, not this Anna, but I think you call her Nina. She was like, Malik, we need you to speak. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to say? She said, well, just some inspiration. I was like, all right, no problem. But then I asked her, Anna, why me? And she was like, well, because we've seen you talk in the past. But that profile that you just read, I'm trying to find that Malik, because that's not me. But anyway, the reason I really got involved in AfriLabs and coming back home, I've been in the US for the past almost 30 years. So I came back in 2018 to give back. And the story was when we saw my homeboys, my citizens in the Gambia taking the back road in the boats, we saw a ship that sunk, 300 people died. So my wife and I looked at each other and said, what can we do about this? And then Donald Trump became president then, and he said, he doesn't want the shithole country people to be in his country. So I looked at my wife again and said, we're building America's economy, we're paying taxes, we have homes here, we have businesses, let's go home and do that there. So for some of you guys, I was just talking to Marshall here, he said, yesterday it was like we all felt sad because Donald Trump won. I said, no, I feel happy because I think governments in every country should use this as leverage to bring home the talent that's been building America back home. It's really important. If you don't want me in your country, my country wants you back. And I think that's the message we want to take away from this. So, thank you for having me come here to talk. My story is, I think Africa has so much to offer, but we have to make sure that we preserve the people. We have to preserve our people, because with what's going on with AI, when I came back, I wanted to just push technology, because I thought that was the divide that was going to get us there. But we shut down mobile quite a bit. We shut down cloud. In fact, when I came to Gambia, they had a policy against cloud, so we couldn't do anything. But it was okay for governments to use Gmails, Yahoo addresses, and all that stuff, as if that is not cloud. So we really have to be honest and really figure out what is it that we want to do and make sure that we build out the Africa that we want. Somebody yesterday mentioned, well, we need to make sure that AI is protected so our data doesn't get mined. How many of you have Facebook accounts here? Instagram? Just keep your hands up. WhatsApp? LinkedIn? We all do. Every day we're giving out that data voluntarily. So that data is already being mined. So what is it that we need to do? We need to stick together. Uniting innovation means exactly that. We need to unite as one unit and really build out the countries that we want. I think this is really important. Yesterday when we were in our AI meeting, I said that governments, in terms of policy, they need to prioritize AI. AI is not ChatGPT, folks. It's not just put your RFP there and say, hey, can you build me a proposal out of this? And it spits out information. There's a lot more. There's a reason why the former founders of OpenAI are no longer there, because they've seen something. Just 2 weeks ago, the policy advocate at OpenAI also dropped out because he wanted to make sure that he can fairly assess and give people the information they need to know to make decisions. In June, I was in Mauritius for all the telcos and cloud providers. So all the connectivity in Africa that's going on, all the CEOs were there, and I was honored to be there. But I left there, I wrote an article asking, is Africa for sale? Because it's like we are building our infrastructure for the West to come and buy it. If we do that, what are we going to have left? If we're already on all these platforms giving out that information, what are we going to have left? So it is possible that we can do it, but we need to be together. We need to make sure we bring up, people back. It's really tough when you come back to your country. I've struggled with that because they always look at you as an outsider now once you leave. We have to change that mindset and look at us as an asset to contributing to the things that we want to get done. Just some gaps that I've seen in the ecosystem is a lot of governments spend a lot of money on travel, sending officials to conferences. And when we get together, the ones that are actually making a difference, I don't see them in the seats. What can we do to change that? If they're sending their low-end government people, guys, we'll never get through this stuff. It scares me when I go to bed now, like, wow, what is it that we need to get done? Because I think this is our best opportunity to create the independence that we always wanted. Otherwise, we're looking at digital colonization part 2, where you're going to pay for your stuff using it. If you have an Apple phone, Apple Cash is there, but it's only available in the US today. It's just a matter of regulation and they spin it. Google Pay is there. Everything has been set up and they've already got us in those ecosystems. And when we come to these events and talking about uniting, we need to network. I'll give you a story. My best friend today in the US, I met him at an event. Another person I met at an event, we generated $20 million in revenue in a span of 10 years because of that person I met at the conference. So when you hear, don't be afraid to come sit in the front. Know your neighbor, get their number, talk to them. Come to the front, don't leave all those gaps there. Don't be afraid to be seen or to be able to see. So let's make sure we do that. Let's network, and let's build the unification that we want, leveraging innovation. And my final say is, in the panel I was in yesterday, there was, is Bashira here? Oh, there she is. So I told Bashira that governments need to prioritize AI because, stop everything and prioritize it. And she said, well, we have other things that we need to do. You can't put the cart before the horse. My answer to you is take the horse out of the cart and talk to the horse. Because today, yes, we have the horse before the cart, but the cart is empty. And it's not going anywhere. It keeps going in circles. Let's talk to that horse, tell the horse where we want it to go, and then we take all the things that we need to get done, put it on that cart, and now we can direct it. So that is my answer to you. So folks, thank you again. AfriLabs, I think, is doing a great job. I've been on some calls before, and one of the things I really see is that I think sometimes we're a bit too critical on AfriLabs, but they have a particular role, and us as hub owners, we also have a role to play, and you have to play your part. You can't come on these calls and be complaining all the time about, you need to find me funding to travel. No, that's not their job. You find your own funding to travel. If you feel like you need to be somewhere to educate yourself, you go dig those funds out and you do that. That's not AfriLabs' job. AfriLabs is bringing people together to bring funds, so you apply yourself and make sure that we are making sure that these programs that we're putting together are impactful. That we're not just checking a box. A lot of organizations out there check boxes, and we don't want to be on that wheel of checking boxes. We want to make sure that there's enough funds to do the programs and that it's being impactful and we're creating the jobs that we want. Marshall's been in South Africa, you said, for what, 8 years, 18 years? 8 years? South Africa is the biggest economy in South Africa. Almost $400 billion. But they have over 30% unemployment rate. That's bad. That's 21 million people without work. So if you look at the top 10 economies in Africa, there's 88 million people without jobs. The lady from Melinda Gates yesterday mentioned that they say AI is going to take away 85 million jobs, but then in turn is going to create 95 million jobs. For who? When? How? And where? Those are the questions we need to really be asking to know that we are part of that 95 million jobs that are going to be created, that we are not part of that 85 million that's going to lose those jobs. And I think if we focus on that, we can create the policies that we need to build and control the African ecosystem that we have. Otherwise, guys, we're selling everything and we're not going to have a continent that we can be proud of. Again, thank you. I hope, I did a good job, and looking forward to networking with you guys.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for Malik. You did an excellent job. Thank you. Very, very important reminders. We have strength in the diaspora. We have strength in our brothers and sisters that are all over the world. So what are we doing to try and attract them to come back? Are we building our countries and our continents for the West, or are we building it for ourselves? I remember also being terrified about AI, but it's already here. There's no going back. So leveraging that is important. Thank you so much for that inspirational talk.